Hello, this is I'm your sir, and we're launching off to the moon. Yep, got the whole Kerbals up there ready to go. This is after the newest patch. So, supposed to be some improvements, whole list of improvements they've done. Made it a lot prettier of a game. We got Bob Kerman, Jennifer Kerman, and Zoe Kerman. Yeah, here I am just kind of letting the SRBs just take us on up. Didn't do any gravity turn or anything like that, just using sort of brute force of the SRBs to fly us on up there. So, here we go, kind of doing a little bit of a gravity turn. Normally you'd want to put it over towards the 90, is what I did in Kerbal Space Program 1. So here I am. Not really doing that this time just because, one, I'm a little worried about the SRBs because I've had a tendency to have them knock out the main motor. So here we go. Getting some shots here, just out the HUD in the way. Yep. That's it. Quite a pretty game. Doing the gravity turn, like I said, really late. You'd want to do it when it's in like that middle blue area at the latest. If not, like I said, about 1,000 meters when you normally do it. The AP is already like in orbit, so just getting the prograde indicator to be in line with where I actually need it to be, so I can get us into orbit. Doing a burn here just to, like I said, prograde, and also to start getting ready for the maneuver, placing a maneuver to get us into orbit around Kerbin, so then we can then make the transition to the moon and land on the moon. Sorry, I'm creating the maneuver node. Going through here, extending it on out, making sure it's nice. I generally wait until the AP and P seem to be right across from each other, so that way I kind of know that it's pretty much circularized. Might not be perfect, but it'll be pretty decent. Setting it up so that I'll slowly rotate on over to the maneuver node, and then with this new setup, just you can warp pretty close to when you'll need to burn, and then start the burn. So here I am working with the parts manager. I didn't realize that was it. I was trying to just get these to jettison out because you don't need them anymore. So here I go, trying to work with all that. Nope. This is actually the menu I need. Just needed to find it. It's right there in payload. But when I was recording this, I'm just like, where is it? Why does it keep bringing this up? Parts manager is where everything's sort of done. It's a central place to put everything, which makes it kind of nice. There you go. Fairing goes through. Luckily, there's not a clipping on the fairing, or else I think this, if there's any clipping, this ship would have been in trouble before we even got to the moon. And I'm going through and making sure everything's good. I was about to hit prograde, which would have really messed some things up. Here we go. Jumping on into, getting pretty close to the maneuver node. Going to start burning here real soon. There goes the lights. Boom. And it does this. It's kind of cool if you notice it has O2 and then O3, so it knows that this stage isn't going to make it all the way through. It goes through so you can kind of look. It's a nice feature. There you go. Start that. Again, luckily Fairlanes don't have any sort of clipping, or else an engine would have probably been lost then, and this would have been a real short trip. We'd be landing this back on Kerbal. There you go. I'm going through the burn. Cool little fact, they recorded actual rocket motors for this game. So some of the sounds here in the engines you'll actually hear. There was a little mess up there where I hit the wrong button. And killed the motor real quick there. But we're back all the way up, and there's still 10 seconds left. So here it goes. It starts this little countdown here, just like it did when you went to go start. That was boom, boom, and I waited, and I got the red light. Doesn't go away when you do it. Doesn't seem to change where the maneuver node is either, so I had to kind of go like this, delete. You can also delete it down there in the little menu. And there we go. All right, now I'm like, okay, good. Now I'm like, all right, gotta zoom out, and let's set the target for the moon. I'm going to play around with the maneuver until we get an encounter. So I'll jump back when we do some of the post commentary when we get to the actual encounter. But you'll see me kind of play around with it here. Move it around, go okay. Nope, let's just go further out because I know I'm not passing it. And so you need a little bit. There's that. Let's see here. Go here. And so I just want to get on over here, and then I go, oh, because if you notice here, over in your right corner, or upper right there, it's sort of showing me exactly how I'll be going when I enter the actual sphere. So you can then play around with it a little bit, which I do. Okay, cool. That looks. Start messing with it a little bit, see if I can get a little bit better one. Nope, don't like how that goes. So go the other way. All right. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm gonna just do this in one burn. That's what I was trying to do. I was like, okay, one burn maybe, and then I'm like, go through it. Oh. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. Up here, create maneuver node. And I think, oh, I just noticed that the purple one was gone. The radial, I think. Okay, well, I gotta slow up. Oh, there, should I notice? That means I'm hitting something. Well, don't necessarily want to suicide burn right on into the moon. It's generally not advised. There you go, okay. Alright, cool. And there we go. So yeah, here I am doing it again. Boom. And I red lit again. So here we go. I try to warp to the next maneuver because I'm like, okay, I'm done with the maneuver. I can right away warp. Nope, it's still on the maneuver I just did. So here's how this kind of ends up going. Go like that. And I'm like, oh, that's not quite what I wanted. I deleted the whole set there. Not sure if that's me doing something wrong or not. If you know, comment below on whether that is me doing something wrong or if that's some sort of, that's not supposed to happen like that. So I'm redoing that. Oh. There we go. Like, there we go. It's a little bit of a wide orbit looking at it. But I'm like, alright, we're good. Good enough, at least when I was doing this is all post commentary. So here we go. We're going to go for another burn here real shortly. Alright, gonna jump to actual commentary when I was playing. Here we go on a moon intercept. I'm gonna start the burn here real quick. And real short burn because all we're trying to do is get a circular orbit around. Here. Boom. This is really cool. These right here. So I missed a little bit, but there we go. There's the moon. So now, the only thing left to do now is to land on it and then, obviously, return these three back to Kerbal. So let's get that maneuver. We'll be back when the maneuver node's all set up and starting that burn. And we're back. Orientate this right. Here we go. Got the lights on, got the solar panels out. Making sure we maintain a good solid charge. There we go, got the burn. 3, 2, 1. Still haven't gotten that all good. Now because this is obviously going to impact, we're going to go. Well, we're coming in. See how this works. Coming in a little shorter than I planned, which was over here. Looks like we're going to be landing somewhere along here. Really just trying to keep the surface down to 100, because this engine is rather weak. So here we go, keeping it down there, moving it back and forth. Oh. Let's get those out, just so I don't forget them. Just coming back in here in post. It's a lot of just managing that speed, especially when you have a weak engine like this. You gotta really manage your speed. So here it is, kind of just waiting as it goes. Want to make sure that we don't go in too fast, as that can cause a lot of problems. And it tipped. It's tipping. Well, looks like there's a new mission. You're going to have to rescue them off the moon. Well, they're here. Let's let go. Well, made it to the moon. Well, landed on the moon, and obviously gonna have to send another vessel to get them back home to Kerbal. This is I'm your sir, signing off.